Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Thank you for being so patient. We had some technical issues and you may have been waiting to join. So welcome to the class and thank you for joining us and being so patient, as I said. I'm going to ask one student, because we don't have much time, to help me read one or two of these. So I'll get Anaya. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you, beta Anaya?
Good, Alhamdulillah. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. And I really do like your name, mashallah. Can I get you to read some of the points? Read the quote at the top, please. But we have to be very quick.
We recite the Quran through the hours of the night and the day. Hadith Shu'bal Iman al-Bayhaqi, Volume 2, page 350. The sound of Mim Sakina can be read in three ways depending on the letter that follows it. These rules are called Shafawi labial because
Shafawi labial, because shafatan means lips.
Shafawi labial because shafatan means lips, from where the sound of meme is produced.
Okay, lovely to hear your voice, Jazakumullah. I'm going to ask you to come and join me again in the future. Okay, so thank you, Anaya, for your participation. And we don't have much time today, so I'm going to go over these rules very quickly myself. There are three ways to read idgham shafwi. Idgham means merging. Okay, there are three ways. Sorry, I'll correct myself. There are three ways to read meme sakin. The first point is idgham shafwi, and what we do, we see two memes together, and what we do, we produce a blending sound, and we give this 2 counts. If you can see, it says 2 counts. We stop on that meme, bihim, like that, yeah? Bihim maradun, okay? So we give it a strong guna. And the second point is when we give ikhfa shafwi, we give a hiding occurs. And this is a light kunna. So the duration, again, 2 counts. Remember the duration, 2 counts. Okay, but it's a bit lighter. The third one is if there's no ba and there's no meme followed by the meme sakin, lam tun. We just we just read it very quickly and we don't have to stop anywhere. We don't have to give this meme, these 3 memes anytime. Okay, so I'm going to have to ask you to all be ready for the tilawat because we have shortage of time today. So please remember to join classes on time. We must start preparing classes at 5:40. We should come in full wudu. We should be prepared by doing ablution on time. Our hands, teeth, and our mouth should be clean. Our clothes should be clean. And what we should be doing is joining from a laptop or joining from a computer or an iPad. We shouldn't really be using a phone because you can't see the text on the phone. Please ensure that you sit in a quiet place, that you don't eat and drink. We are not permitted to eat and drink when we read the Holy Quran, but you can sip water if needed. You should read aloud, even if you are in mute and you're waiting for your turn, or you're, listening, because that's when you're going to pick up what the reciter has read and how the teacher helps them. So make sure that you read out loud, you practice, and pray for yourself and your teacher, and make sure that your head is covered. Make sure that your head is covered. You must join classes with your head covered. Okay, so I'm going to pass you on to the main course leader, and I'm going to ask you also to make sure that you check that your student ID and your room number is displayed on the screen. So double check that now, your student ID and room number, so we can then ask you to join the right class. Okay, Jazakumullah, and thank you for me.
Jazakumullah, Mr. Shakil. I'm just going to share my screen, and if you can confirm that you can see it, okay. I won't be long. Jazakallah. Okay, so today is Wednesday, week 12, day 3. And today we have a student who's reciting, and I believe her name is Rubab from room 6. Is that right?
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Beta, are you ready to recite?
Yes.
Okay, Beta. So when you take a pause at verse end, and everyone at home will recite after you, and then you can continue. And they will recite while they are on mute. So start when you're ready, please.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
So this one's 2 count sound.
توابا.
Excellent. Jazakallah Rubab. Beautifully done. I believe you've done tilawat before. I think you sound quite familiar. So I think you've done that before. Have you done tilawat in the main session before?
Yes.
Yes, you have. Well done for giving your name again. Excellent. Now, those of you, those students who want to recite in the main lesson, you need to give your name to your class teacher, okay? And she'll give the name to a lady who checks the tilawat for you. And then your name will be added to the rota, and then you'll be informed which surah you're doing. So if you really want to take part in the main lesson and do some recitation, please give your name, okay? So Jazakumullah Rubab for that. So let's have a quick look at which rule we have covered in this surah. So like I said, this surah is An-Nasr is your week 12, excuse me, Hifz surah. And this was your Hifz surah in one of the earliest weeks of this semester as well. So if you didn't get a chance to memorize it, then now you can do that. And now you know some of the rules as well. For example, your ha is thick sounding letter. Okay, and this one we've done yesterday. Can anyone tell me which rule are we going to apply here? So raise your hands if you would like to answer. Only 16 of you. And mashallah, see too, that's under 7 students who are ready to answer. Okay, sending a request to Aisha.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, Aisha from room 10. How are you, beta?
I'm fine. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine as well. Beta, would you know which rule we can apply here?
It's her Shafawi.
Mashallah, well done, super. Room 10, your teacher will be really proud of you. That means you've been listening to yesterday's lesson. So it's Izhar Shafawi because Mim Sakina is followed by other letter than Ba and Mim. Well done, Izhar Shafawi. Now Mim Sakina rules are known as Shafawi rules. Excellent. So how are we going to read it? We're not going to prolong it. We're going to say bihamdi. That's it. You jump off it. Gently land on it and jump off it to the next letter. We do not prolong this. We can't say biham. Okay. So yesterday we introduced you to the final rule of the Mim Sakina, right? So let's have a quick look at it. So we said there are 3 Shafawi rules or 3 rules of Mim Sakina. The first one is known as Idgham Shafawi, and this happens when Mutharik Mim follows Mim Sakina and we do strong Gunna. Okay, we'll practice it in the next slide. Strong Gunna because the letter is Mushaddad, so you naturally stress it. Ikhfa means to hide, and Idgham means to merge. Okay, so merging takes place when the next letter is Mushaddad after the second letter. Ikhfa means to hide, and ikhfa shafawi happens when letter ba follows mim sakina. We naturally end up hiding the mim sakina sound and we pronounce ba letter. Both are lip letters. And we do light gunna. Light means just gently. Him. We don't have to stress it because there's no gunna. There's no shada. Okay. Now all of you should know the definition of gunna from Nazirah level 1, and we started Nazirah level 2 with revision of Nazirah level 1. So can anyone remind us what does gunna mean? Only 16 of you. How about my C5 students? How about our Lajna students? Anyone would like to say salam in the main lesson, apart from Nargis Sahiba? Okay, not today, that's fine. Oh, C6, come on, students. Okay, I'll send a request. So you need to check your device. If you receive a notification from me, then you need to unmute yourself.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam, Rahmail from room 7.
Yes.
MashaAllah, you're one of the regular students and you always raise your hand. Excellent. Now, the 10:45 tells me that you did your midterm exam. Is that right?
Yes.
Was there 10:45?
Yes.
Did you do well, beta?
When I was reading, there were quite a bit of mistakes with Izhar.
It's okay. You got plenty of time to improve that. But well done for taking your exam. And soon, inshallah, you'll get your result. Well done. Okay. But can you tell us what gunna means?
That means to prolong the letter.
Excellent. Yeah. Nasal sound. How long do we prolong it?
For 2 seconds.
Superb. Beta, you are C3 student, aren't you? So you are about 7 to 8. So our young students, so you've learned your Nazirah level 1. Excellent. Gunna is your sustained nasal sound for 2 counts. Okay, so excellent.
And excuse me?
Pardon?
I'm 9, not 7 or 8. I'm 9.
9. Yeah, I meant the age group 7 to 10. You're 9. MashaAllah, you're doing very well for your age. Well done. Okay, okay, so now we know what gunna means, right? So gunna is your sustained nasal sound for 2 counts. And we've done that many, many times. And we started off with saying that noon and mim mushaddat, right? So you know exactly what a gunna is. And now we're just saying that it's idgham and you use strong gunna. Okay, so yesterday we've learned the 3rd rule, Shafawi rule, and it's known as Izhar Shafawi. And we've already learned from our noon sakin rules, Izhar means to read clearly or read as it is, right? And this happens when mim sakina is followed by any of the 26 letters. So any letters apart from your mim and ba, okay? And we don't do any gunna, meaning we don't prolong, we don't make any nasal sound, we read it clearly, and that is known as izhar. So if I was to ask you tomorrow in the quiz, how many rules are there? You're not going to say 4, 5, 8. You know that there are only 3 rules, okay? Now then, let's practice them. You can name them. You know how many there are. You can name them. You can say idgham, ikhfa, and izhar. Can you apply them to your recitation? So I'm going to ask for 3 volunteers today because I want to hear all of you. And let's see if you're doing it right, okay? Because we have been pronouncing these for you. Your class teachers hopefully have been pronouncing these for you to distinguish the sound for you, right? Izhar, ikhfa, idgham, they all sound different due to different letters being followed by mim sakina. So raise your hands if you'd like to do izhar for us today. Anyone? Let's have a look. MashaAllah, it's the room 10 teacher must be so happy because the majority of our students raise their hands. I'm sending a request.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, Labika from room 10. How are you, beta?
Good, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine as well. Beta, would you like to do Izhar Shafawi for us and read these words for us?
Alhamdulillah.
Excellent. So how did you read your mim sakina?
I done Shafawi. I done Izhar Shafawi.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. So you read your mim sakina clearly. You did not prolong it and you did not make any other sound. You just said it's a hamdu. Okay. So that is known as, that is your izhar shafwi. Jazakumullah labika.
Jazakallah.
Okay. Now then, let's ask someone else.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Safi from room 7. How are you, beta?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine as well, beta. Can you read the two? Can you do ikhfa shafwi and idgham for us as well, please?
Okay. Rusuluhum bil bayyinat.
Excellent.
Mursalun.
Excellent, superb recitation, beta. I think you're going to be very good at tilawat, okay? Naturally, you have a very nice melody. Well done, excellent. So he didn't say rusuluhum bil bayyinati when he did ikhfa. He said rusuluhum bil bayyinat. Gently you're prolonging. You don't have to stress anything here. And here he said ilaykum mursalun. Okay, you will notice the difference in the prolonging. It's the same sound. It's for the same duration, 2 counts. Idgham is different to ikhfa. Hum bil umur. Here, I'm not stopping at mim sakina. I'm stopping here. Hum, and I'm prolonging. I'm merging it. Here, I'm actually stopping here. Hum, the M sound. I'm stopping there. That's the difference between ikhfa, isn't it? It's a stage between izhar and idgham. Is ikhfa is. So I'm saying hum bil. I prolong this for 2 counts with slight nasal sound. That's why we call it a gunna. And then I'll pronounce the next letter. That's the difference between ikhfa and idgham. Okay. Hum bil umur. Okay. So if you are not sure, you can ask your teachers and they will recite it for you. So teachers in your breakout rooms, you make the differentiate the sounds so the students get used to noticing the difference between the sound of ikhfa and idgham, and only then you'll be able to pronounce it well. Okay, so the 3 rules of mim sakina, mim, right? M sound or M it changes with ba or just M as it is. So you start off with idgham, we do strong gunna and it's 1 letter for that. For ikhfa, you have light gunna and it's known as only 1 letter, that's for ba, and no gunna, and that's for izhar shafwi. That these labels are in alphabetical order. For example, idgham, we have D, yeah, here. Ikhfa, so this is strongest. Then you have K after D, for light gunna, and for Z, no gunna at all. Okay, so they are in the strength, order of strength of gunna. Now then, what time is it? We've got literally a few minutes. Now then, if I ask you, let me ask someone to unmute themselves first.
Ji, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Fazana Sahiba from room 16. What an honor to speak with you. बहुत देर बाद आपने हाथ खड़ा किया, बहुत अच्छा लगा कि रूम 16 की स्टूडेंट्स ने हाथ खड़ा किया. तो आप हमें, अगर मैं आपसे कहूँ कि इदगाम के कौन से लेटर हैं, तो I'll choose a red color. तो आप मुझे बता सकेंगे कि कौन सा इदगाम का लेटर?
इसमें मीम पर करते हैं. अगर हम मीम शफवी की बात करें तो उसमें फिर मीम पर किया जाता है.
Excellent. So 1 letter for idgham.
जी.
So ये वाला इदगाम हो गया. और इख्फा का कौन सा लेटर होगा? इख्फा शफवी.
इख्फा शफवी के लिए बा होगा.
बा. Excellent. So this one.
जी.
And इजहार के लिए कौन सा लेटर होगा?
इजहार के लिए बाकी 26 जो हरूफ हैं वो वहाँ पर अगर मीम साकिन के बाद वो आ जाएं तो फिर वहाँ पर इजहार होता है, उसको क्लियरली मीम को पढ़ा जाता है. वहाँ इख्फा या इदगाम या मतलब रुका नहीं जाता, जल्दी से क्लियरली पढ़ते हैं. जी.
Excellent. So these ये बहुत आसान रूल्स हैं शफवी, क्योंकि इख्फा के जो हैं नून साकिन के, उसके कितने लेटर्स हैं?
उसका एक है बा.
For नून साकिन, हाँ जी, नून साकिन मीम सॉरी शफवी रूल में इख्फा का एक लेटर है बा, राइट?
जी जी.
तो नून साकिन में 15 है. That's why I say that शफवी rules are very easy. हमें सिर्फ मीम साकिन को मीम मुथरी को देखना होता है और बा को. For the rest of them हमें वैसे ही पढ़ते हैं जैसे इजहार के साथ, clearly. ठीक है
जी.
Jazakumullah Sahiba for taking part in the main lesson today.
Jazakumullah.
Jazakumullah. Okay, Let me quickly go through the next slide and then we'll go to our breakout room. So here's what I was saying, that for Noon Sakin rules, you had 6 letters of Izhar, you had 6 of Idgham, 1 for Iqlab, and 15 for Ikhfa. Shafawi rules, you only have 1 for Idgham and 1 for Ikhfa, and the rest are all Izhar. Read as it is, so not much to learn there, okay? So now you're going to go in your breakout rooms and you're going to practice this. Now, I really want all of you to read at least one of this. So all the teachers in your breakout rooms will ask you to read one example of Idgham, one of Ikhfa, and one of Izhar. You must distinguish the sound of these, okay? Have a very good practice and come back and we'll finish the lesson with dua. At the office, we are now ready to go in our breakout rooms. Jazakumullah.